Hello everyone, Leah here, and in today's video I had created a painting based off of this Art Blox Box card with the prompt of creating using split complementary colors. And I thought it was the perfect opportunity to go over one of the color theory color schemes and talking about color theory a little bit more in depth. When I say color theory, are you transported back in time like when you were a kid in school being taught that the color wheel is red, yellow, and blue? The color wheel can be a little intimidating when you add color theory into it and you're new to using art as a tool towards healing. But I want to make it simple for you guys. So today I'm going to focus on only one color palette option type, which is split complementary. But before I get into it, I just want to go over some of the basics of a color wheel. So you have your primary colors, which in this case, we're going to go with red, yellow, and blue. Your secondary colors, which are the colors mixed from your primaries, and your tertiary colors, which are the colors mixed from primaries and secondaries. That can sound a little confusing, but don't worry, I'll get more in depth on that in another video. Let's focus on split complementary color palettes. And in order to focus on that, first we need to discuss what a complementary color palette is, because a split complementary color palette is a variation of it. A complementary color palette are the colors that are used that are the opposites on a color wheel. So my primary dominant color that I'm using is blue. So my split, my complementary color from that is orange, which is a secondary color. And this kind of color palette is really strong. It's a strong contrasting color palette that will create very interesting paintings. And fun fact, I even have a link down below if you want to learn a little bit more about this. But our eyes are actually drawn to complementary colors because of how our eyes process color. So if you took a sheet of blue paper, for example, and looked at it for a really long time, and then turned your head and looked at a white wall, instead of seeing blue on the wall through your eyes, you're going to actually have a orange square there. I find that so fascinating on how our eyes process color. So just a little fun fact for you guys right there. Now, in order to have a split complementary color palette, what we're going to do is take the color that's our non-dominant color for a painting and divide it into two. So instead of using the secondary colors in a palette, like in the color wheel for our palette, we're going to be splitting and using the tertiary colors, which might sound a little confusing. But what we're doing now is just using a orangey yellow and an orangey red. This kind of color palette is the same as a complementary, where it's going to create a strong contrasting image. The difference is we now have more variety for colors and the way that we use those colors in relation to our dominant color, which for me is blue. These kind of paintings can create a harmony for us to look at it. It'll be less chaotic. And I think that's something really important for us when we use art for healing, is to be aware of what colors mean and how they relate to each other and how we can use those to express our emotions. Because when you use too many colors, it can be quite chaotic, and that is something that you might intentionally use, That might be something that you want to express and go that route, versus creating chaos through your brush strokes or how you move your arm or what you draw or that kind of thing. You might want to express it through color. So sure, go right ahead. Use way too many colors if that's something that you want to do. But if you want to actually use art as a way to calm yourself down or to bring peace into your day and to have a little bit of breathing time, using color palettes that provide a harmony to them will help add a little breath into your day. There's no right way or wrong way to make art. I know there are going to be some people out there that might disagree with me in saying that, but it's true. When you use art for healing and you're using it to calm the voices and the chaos and everything, there really is no wrong way to go about creating that brings you peace. Now, if you are new to my channel and you've been wondering this entire time, what the fork is the Art Blox Box? It's something I created for myself during a time in my life when I was dealing with art block, and I found it to be so helpful because it gave me prompts, not only visually, colorfully, but also wordly. I don't even know if that's really proper English, but that's okay. Like I created something to just help me get out of my head and inspire creativity. If it's something that you'd like to have, because honestly, I believe this could be used for not just getting rid of art block, but to give you ideas for when you do feel the need to create, or if you're new to doing art or anything like that. So it's a good prompt to get you started for creating and you don't have any ideas. Let me know in the comment section below, because I am definitely thinking about taking this to Kickstarter and creating it into a product that'll be available for everyone else to have access to. I want this color theory series to be all about helping you guys learn how to use colors, what colors mean, and things like that. So if you have any questions or suggestions, let me know in the comment section below so I can use that towards my next videos that I'm creating for you. All right, so I'm about to reach the end of the video, and I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's watched this video. If you have any comments or questions whatsoever, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Before the video comes to a complete end, let's just take a moment to take a deep breath in, pulling in positivity. And when we release that air, let's push out any negativity and shake out our limbs. Alrighty, thank you so much, everyone. And until next time, stay magical.